Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, modify, skip, change anything that's not working for you today. Let's start sitting. If you have something you want to sit up on, you might grab it. Cushion, blanket, block. We'll come into a comfortable cross-legged position. You can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Start to slow down your breath. And you can use your breath to explore the pose you're in, even if it's something very simple or familiar like where we are now, just sitting here. Each inhale using the expansive quality of the inhale to look for length, spaciousness, opening. And each exhale using the natural descending quality of the exhale to look for ease, groundedness, more surrender. And let this be an anchor for your attention. So anytime you notice that your mind has wandered onto other things, which it may, likely, just as soon as you notice, practice returning. And just like we strengthen a muscle through repetition, we can strengthen the ability to come back to presence through repetition over and over, as many times as you need. Let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout the practice. So let's begin by taking the right arm up. We'll bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow, take it back. As you do this, drop the ribs, draw the belly in, and you might feel around within this shape, exploring what's right here, right now. Release right arm up, open it out, take it across, and we'll hook with the other arm, hug it in nice and close, and as you do so, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across your chest. Release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist, interlace fingers at your waist, pull the knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder, just a little movement in a place that may be creaky here. We're purposefully seeking out those creaky places, finding what's tight, weak, awkward. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold forward here. And that could be just dropping your head, could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. And release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, sitting tall. Take the left arm up, bend it straight back. Grab the elbow, take it back. And it really takes presence to integrate things we are learning in our bodies. If you go on autopilot, you're going to go to the habitual way, which may not be the optimal way. So keep checking in. What are you doing? What are you feeling? Applying what you know. Let's release arm up, open it out, take it across. And through conscious repetition, we can create new habits, healthier ones. But it really just takes doing it over and over. Let's release arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, the way you don't normally cross, knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. Reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold any amount. You don't need to have more mobility than you have. We're just exploring the mobility we do have. By going towards what's tight, there is a good chance it will become less tight, but that progress is pretty slow and subtle and not guaranteed. So we can also just grow in capacity to be with our limits, ourselves as we are and as we aren't. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. And then roll your way up, still holding the knees. Pull on the knees, open up the chest, upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. And then round back, bring your feet to the floor, hands behind the legs, put a little pressure up on the backs of the legs. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. So chest lifting, abdominals engaged, neck and shoulders at ease. And we'll go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Now, exhale, back. Release the arms, come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Back. And up. Back. And let's hold this last one. Come up, holding here, lifting up away from the sit bones, leaning back, heart lifting. And then release, round back, holding here. And you can decide how low you go, working where it's needed, softening, relaxing what's not needed. And then release. Let's come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Set your hands shoulder width apart near the front of the mat. Step the feet back, connecting your head to your heels. Nice long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up, and then come into your back bend. And that could be as low or high as you like, cobra or up dog. Shoulders back and down, nice long neck. Back to down dog, hips high. Take your time getting into this first down dog of class. You might pedal out your feet, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Waking up calves, hamstrings, ankles. As you do settle onto 2 feet evenly, you're welcome to have your heels up or down, legs bent or straight. Customizing each pose so it suits your needs. Let's drop the knees, sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Just a reminder that you can rest anytime, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left, and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center, and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Back to center. Let's come up through table, back through down dog, and then walk your hands and feet towards one another. We'll hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Use any arm position, any movement. See if you can find a position where you can really let your head drop. Feel the heaviness of your head hanging down. Bend your knees a little more. Slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. One vertebrae at a time, stacking up. Let's step up to the front of the mat into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart, hands together at the heart. And take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths. In down dog or child's pose or sitting, any neutral shape. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint, feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, big circles both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. Let's grab the left wrist, take it across, little side bend. Come over to the other side, grab your right wrist, take it across. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like ragdoll. Let your head hang, let your neck release. Last breath here. Big step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. Let's take pyramid pose. So if it's at all difficult to reach the floor, you may want to grab blocks or props. You can take a little step in with that back foot. Going in the direction of hips square, in the direction of a flat back, in the direction of folding. You just fold to meet your edge, so it doesn't have to be any more than you're able. Working with your body. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog. You might take a vinyasa, but you could just step back or move in some other way. Just feeling what you're choosing to do. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in, and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge, arms up. Settle in. Let's grab the right wrist, take it across, little side bend. Over to the other side, grab your left wrist. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top this time. Still grounding through the feet, dropping through the hips, but lift up. Can there be lightness and grounding? Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple blocks. Hips square, head releasing. Same letting go like ragdoll. Feel the heaviness of your head hanging down. Last breath here. Big step back. Warrior one, arms up. Settle in. Deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. Belly lifting, tail dropping, shoulders dropping. Last breath here. Pyramid pose, hands to the floor or to props if you have them. Straighten the front leg part way or all the way. Hips square. Go towards a flat back, towards folding, meeting your edge. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then again, settle into a good rest. Letting go of everything we've just done, everything we might do, coming back to presence, back to ease. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips low, head high, shoulders low, fingers high. Stretching in two directions, up and down. Expanding and releasing. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Let's shift forward and find balance. You can modify or adjust however you need to, feeling right where you are. One more breath here. Step back, warrior one, just one breath. Release through a vinyasa or your movement transition. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Can you feel your breath here? Can you feel your face? Can you notice the intensity and the subtlety? Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Release. Make your way back to a good resting pose. And again, letting go of all of that. If it's useful, you might close your eyes. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back. Warrior one. From here, we'll open out to warrior two. Take your time, adjusting, settling into the pose, feeling around here. Let's flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two, big side stretch. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. Bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, block or the floor. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, make your way back to down dog. Same thing other side. Left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Last breath here. This time to release, we'll bring both hands to the floor, turn to face the wide side of the mat, and hang in a forward fold. We'll use this as a resting pose. You're welcome to take your feet closer or further away from one another. You could use props if that's useful. A little bend in the knees may be useful. Finding a position where you can let your head hang. Feel your edge without going beyond it. Keeping your legs more or less how they are now, walk both hands over to the right. You might take hold of the right foot or just go in that direction. Come through center and over to the other side. You may grab hold of the left foot or just go towards it. Now walk both hands over to the right. This time turn to face the back of your mat, coming into a high lunge. So you can lift the back heel and we'll set up for a twist. Either keep your left hand on the floor and lift the right arm up, or come into a prayer twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. In either case, if you would rather do a low lunge, you're welcome to drop the back knee. If there's some other variation you would prefer, find what's working for you right now. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Walk around through center all the way over to the other side. High lunge, left side, facing front again. Set up for a similar twist. Whatever you did on the first side. Could be right hand down, could be right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Let's come all the way through to sitting. And then back onto our backs. Bring your knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. Drop your feet to the floor, getting set up for a few back bends. We'll start with bridge. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down to lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. You might rock side to side to roll your shoulders underneath you a bit more. Recheck your feet. Are they still parallel, hip width apart? Hips as high as you can. Take your arms out of your way, roll down, and rest. Rest here until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, you can take the same thing again, or any other back bend. You might do something more advanced, more passive. You could do a supported bridge. You could do a half wheel, full wheel. Something totally different. Feel what you are choosing, whatever that is. Each time the pose feels complete, come down and rest. And rest until you feel like coming up again. If you don't feel like coming up again, just enjoy the rest. It can be done. If you have more back bends in you, keep going. Whenever you are done, take a counter stretch. Happy baby, knees to chest, a forward fold, something else. Listening to your body. I'm gonna wind down this practice. You're welcome to keep going if you want. If you want to join me, you can either do whatever you want to wind things down. Maybe you have some particular pose you'd like to do, or join me for a hip stretch. Cross the right ankle above the left knee, reach your hands through, grab the left leg and hug it in close. As you do this, spread and release the whole backside of the torso, shoulders dropping, chin dropping so the back of the neck is long. To release, drop the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up, flex and point your foot a few times, circle your ankle a couple times, and then switch. Left ankle above right knee, reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in. Going right to your edge. How close can you hug your knee in? While you're there, how much can you let go? Let's release, right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point, circle. And then again, check in with your body, what's needed now. Do you want to take an inversion, a twist, a restorative pose, a little self-massage, anything or nothing. If nothing's needed, just get your body comfortable. Start to come into your final resting pose. If you are still working through your active practice, keep feeling what you're doing, keep your breath deep. And when you are ready to release, get as comfortable as you can, and you can let go of the control of your breath. Let the weight of your body release into the support underneath you. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. Let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. And come to a comfortable cross-legged position, hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks so much for supporting me in all the ways you do, liking what I'm doing, sharing what I'm doing. For those of you who are contributing financially, I really appreciate it. This is my one and only job, so you are paying my bills, you are helping support my family, and you're also subsidizing these classes for those who can't afford to pay for them and who are enjoying them just as much as you are. So thank you for your support. I really appreciate it.